Hello. Okay. Back again in the same thing because it's the same day. Lots of yoga, everybody. That being said, have a strap for this one. Have a blanket, definitely a blanket for this one. If you do not have a strap at home, you could use a towel. If you do not have a towel, you can use a men's tie. If you do not have a towel or a tie, you can also just use a blanket. Kind of moving through some of these postures. So sorry, y'all. Deep, long stretches this go around. And just being more proactive around this stuff. All of these classes, I offer up for free. There is no, pay what you can. There is no requirement to pay, but if you do feel like giving and being generous, all of payment options are below in the caption. All right, that being said, let's get into it. So go ahead and lay down and onto your back. Let your toes flop out to the side and allow yourself just to come into your breath. Maybe use your elbows to pop your heart and chest up, or your shoulder blades underneath you, and tuck your chin in towards your chest, and allow yourself just to breathe here. Nice deep inhale through the nose. And exhale through the mouth. Again, big inhale through the nose. And then exhale through the mouth. Always starting off our classes the way that we do, from a space of gratitude. I say the same things each and every time. We give gratitude to the universe, just recognizing an energy that's bigger than us, that we're still collectively a part of, oftentimes feeling it as a deep weaving of wisdom and knowledge and love. We give gratitude to the earth, as she reminds us that we live in a space of abundance rather than a space of scarcity, of everything that you need, and that we ourselves are more than enough. We give gratitude to the indigenous peoples of the lands that we're laying upon. If you do not know the names of the tribes, please look them up. There are many websites on Google that you can do so. Here in Billings, it's the Northern Cheyenne and the Crow, the Salish, the Blackfoot, and the Lakota tribes. And always reminding ourselves that land acknowledgement is just the first baby step, and us coming into right relationship and doing the right thing. It goes thought, word, and deed. We give gratitude for this practice of yoga. So it reminds us that we as human beings are innately good. We are kind and honest, generous and just. And we give gratitude to Black and Brown people as the original creators and sustainers of this practice from a space of ahimsa, also known as nonviolent or loving action. We give gratitude to our bodies and to ourselves, to our own ancestors and our own lineage, recognizing our and their trials and triumphs, traumas, tribulations, and transgressions, and holding ourselves responsible for how we repair and restore from damages that have been done in order to build a peaceful and loving world for 7 generations and beyond. And if there's a person or persons, place or places that you'd like to dedicate your practice to this evening, this morning, this afternoon, whenever you decide to, or whenever you come across this video, please do not hesitate to pull them into your mind's eye and then down into your heart center. Take a nice deep inhale and then send them love. But bring some movement to your fingers and toes. You can kind of rock your feet back and forth, side to side, massaging out through your heels, pointing and flexing through your toes, and then inhale. Arms come up overhead. You can kind of shift back and forth, side to side, if you want to drape your right ankle over, oh my goodness, your left leg, and then grab your right wrist with your left hand and kind of pull yourself into yourself, making like a little half moon on your mat. You can breathe into your rib cage, and then slowly do the same thing on that opposite side. Swing your feet over to that opposite side. Left ankle crosses over, and then take your left wrist, right hand, and make yourself into that little half moon space. Big inhale here. Same one, like a crescent moon. And then slowly bring yourself back to your center line. line. Pull both your knees up into your chest and give yourself a nice big hug. You can wrap your hands back behind your knees. You could take them around the front part of your knees and grab your opposite elbows, forearms, wrists. Right, so just depending on where you want to hold and grab today, rocking back and forth side to side, and then extending your legs high to the sky. Big inhale here. Exhale, lower down. About a quarter of it away. And then like a third of the way. And then half the way. Then 2/3. Then 3/4. Then the whole way. And then pull your legs back up. Carve out through the low belly. Do it again. Lower down. A fourth of the way. A third of the way. A half of the way. 2/3 of the way. 3/4 of the way. All the way back down. 2 more. Inhale up. Carve out through the low belly. A fourth. A third. A half. Keep pressing out through the soles of the feet. 2/3. Squeeze your glutes. 3/4. Lower down. Last one. Inhale up. Slowly flex. Really press the ceiling away. Wrap your muscles around your bones. Lower down. A quarter. A third. A half. 2/3. 3/4. And then point and pull the legs all the way back up. Let that left leg come down to the end of the mat and walk your hands up the back part of your right calf and ankle. Pull your chin up towards your shin and just hover your left leg over the mat. And then slowly put a bend in the knee. Let the back of the skull come down. Left hand to the outside of your right leg and turn and stack. And turn and look out past your right fingertips. Breathe into the twist. Allow the left hand side of your body to soften. One more big breath here. And then slowly pull yourself back to your center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Right leg comes all the way down to the end of the mat. Leg comes high to the sky. Walk your hands up the back part of your thigh. Roll your shoulder blades up off the mat. Aim your chin towards your shin. Pull your elbows in close to your side body or into your leg. There we go. And then exhale, slowly lower all the way back down. Right hand on the outside of left knee. Left hand comes long and wide, and then turn and slowly stack your left hip over your right. Big inhale here. Exhale, soften. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale. Exhale, soften. Last time, big inhale. And then exhale, slowly pull yourself all the way back to your center line. Pull both your legs in towards you and grab from the inside of the legs to the outsides of the feet and allow yourself just to kind of shift back and forth, side to side, happy baby. And then you're gonna take your hands back behind your knees and you're gonna rock and roll on your spines and bring yourself up and over, and then you're gonna grab your blanket. You're gonna take your blanket long. So you're gonna fold it like in half, like the long ways. So if it was like this, you're gonna fold it in half like this. And then you're gonna roll it up like a long, like skinny, like burrito or like a piece of sushi before you cut it. So roll it all the way up. And then you're gonna take it back behind you. And then, take it back behind you and you're gonna shift yourself forward so you're on your knees and shins. You're gonna pull the blanket taut, like behind your knees, and then you're slowly, with control, tops of your feet are flat to the mat, gonna lower yourself down, holding here. You can wiggle your toes. It can be a lot, depending on if you've done this often, depending on how tight your calves are, depending on how tight your hamstrings are. Sit up nice and tall wherever you're at. And then drop down through your left palm and reach your right fingertips up and over. Roll open through your heart and chest here. And then flip your palm, and then use control as you move yourself through the center line. Same thing on that opposite side. Palm plants, fingertips reach, roll open through the heart and the chest. And slowly bring yourself all the way back to your center line. Inhale, arms come high. Maybe you kind of do a little shifting through the hips. And then shift yourself forward, and then just slowly press your blanket back just to like the meaty part of like your calf. And then you're slowly gonna sit back onto it again. So it's gonna hit you in a different spot. You're probably gonna feel it more on your hamstrings. You would think it would be your calf, but not really. But everybody's different, so you guys tell me. And then you're gonna ground down through right palm. Sweep your left hand up and over. Again, be mindful of your knees here. Exhale. I just did this exercise yesterday, so it hurt a lot more yesterday than it does today. So give your body a little bit of grace wherever you're at. Pull your fingertips towards that opposite wall and then slowly bring yourself back. Nice deep inhale. And then slowly shift yourself forward. Blanket pulls up behind your knees again. Tuck your toes and bring your sit bones down towards your heels. And then pull your knees up into your chest as you drop down through your heels. Hold here. You can balance. You can kind of shift to one ball of the foot and then the other. If you're like, hell no, I don't like that. You don't have to do that, right? You can keep your hands out in front of you just to help kind of hold and like bear the weight. This can be a lot. Okay, nice deep inhale. So stretching out through your calves and using kind of your blanket, right, to massage out through the fascia on the back sides of your knees, your calves, your hamstrings. And then slowly press into your palms and then just lift through the hips and let the blanket drop back behind you. Let yourself swish and sway heavy back and forth side to side here. Maybe you shake your head yes, maybe you shake your head no. And then on your next inhale, hands come up the front part of the feet and shins, flat back. Keep a little bend in the knees. Crown of the head moves forward as your tailbone moves back, and then slowly let yourself fall down and over the tops of the thighs. And then inhale. Arms come high in the sky. Exhale, tent the arms. Breathe from the base of the belly and your pelvis all the way up through the front part of your throat. And then send and move, right, light out of the crown of the head. And then slowly close the hands. Hands move down to your sides. And then inhale, arms sweep high to the sky. Exhale, dive down and over the tops of the thighs. Inhale, hands to shins, flat back. Exhale, hands come all the way down towards your mat and walk yourself out into your plank pose. Big inhale here. Drop down to your knees, untuck your toes, lower all the way down to the chest and belly. Lift one leg and then the other, and then inhale, baby cobra. Roll your shoulder blades down and back. 2 more big breaths. Big inhale, press down through the pelvis as you continue to lift through the crown of the head. Try not to come up any higher than your belly button. Big inhale here. Try not to bear a ton of weight in your hands. Exhale. Exhale. One more time, big inhale. Exhale, press into your palms and take your sit bones all the way back down towards your heels. Shift back and forth side to side here a little bit. And then slowly walk your hands back towards you. We're gonna keep this one short and sweet, y'all. Take yourself out. Spread your legs nice and wide. So coming into a wide-legged forward fold. Seated. Next video I do, I'll do a little bit more standing stuff, everybody, some warrior stuff to kind of kick the heart rate up. This is a lot more like deep stretching. So take the fingers out in front of you and then slowly crawl your fingers out as you drop down through your heart and chest. Allow your hips to kind of just rock over. Engage your low belly, pull it up and in. And then use your hands to pull you into the posture. Exhale, relax and release through your seat. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale, soften through your seat. Inhale through the nose. And soften through the sit bones. Slowly walk your hands back towards you. Take your hands up under your knees. Shimmy the knees up. Soles of the feet come together to touch. Let yourself come down and over. The inside of the diamond of the thighs is your elbows to kind of suggest that your knees move down towards the floor. And slowly back yourself out of it. Take your hands to the outside of your knees. Pull your knees back to your center line. And then take yourself all the way down. I thought we would do more strap work. I'll do more strap work in another one, yeah. Bring yourself all the way down. Let your toes slap out to the side. Come into your Shavasana. Allow yourself just to breathe here. Nice deep inhale through the nose. Exhale through the mouth. Again, nice deep inhale through your nose. And exhale through your mouth. Sentiment for you all to take with you. Again, take whatever it is that you feel resonates with your body. Right? If something strikes you in like an odd way, just investigate it and ask yourself why you might be feeling that way. Or if you're like, oh no, I don't feel like this applies to me. Don't feel like you have to force it. But I also believe that everyone arrives on things in the due time that they're supposed to. So, card for everybody today. The number 29 is what you all can vibe on, and you are the universe. Know the self and know the nature of everything. You are you, and yet you are the universe. Just like you, the universe is a living entity. It's not a thing or a person that knows everything. It is growing and moving and reaching forward to experience life in new ways. Wherever, whenever you are, you will always recognize yourself, and you'll always exist. Play with the idea that the universe and all of its manifestation peers out through you. It mingles and joins with your energy to see the world through your uniqueness and expands as you do. You are the pioneer of this universal frontier, and the universe needs you to know it in all its forms. If you believe everything is separate, you'll want a guide, angel or light being, someone or something outside of you who sees you to show you the way. However, everything is as one and nothing is separate, so nothing is on the outside looking in. The universe sees wonderment through your eyes, and you see wonderment in the universe. So become your own authority. Choose to feel good by discovering what makes you laugh, love, and enjoy. Focus on this, and you'll create similar manifestations. And in whatever you don't focus upon will fall away from lack of attention. Take a nice deep inhale. And exhale. Again, big inhale. And exhale. As always, y'all, you can hang out here in your Shavasana, which is what I recommend, for at least a couple minutes after the video ends, just to be with yourself and your breath.